Okay. Let's get everything going here. Am I live? I am live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm hearing myself twice. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. There we go. Let's kill the sound. How's everybody doing tonight? John, what's going on, John? Oh, God. There we go. We got the sneezes out in the beginning. That's good. How is everybody? How was your week? Betches of Iowa, what's going on? Ilya. I gotta work on the pronunciation. My tongue wants to mess up your name all the time, and I apologize. Ventures of Ilya, what's going on? We're going to be doing an interview with you tonight. I'm really excited about that. Going to go over some projects I've been working on. I've been doing a lot behind the scenes currently. I've been making some changes. I've been doing some more growing myself. You see here, it's a complete mess over here in my little project station currently. Been experimenting with some things. I've been really working hard this week on trying to mess around with some Bruce gadgets. I've been experimenting with all of the LilyGo T-displays. I haven't made the YouTube video yet, but this is a $9 Bruce pen testing device right here. I was able to get it to work, and I'll be making a video on this probably next week. But my big project, I'll make it more of an announcement later. I found a way to make a ghost hard drive that's pretty much the hard drive is like hidden inside an operating system, and then it's encrypted. And on top of it, it's easily disposable. For example, that's the hard drive. That's what's left of the hard drive right there. So I'm working on that video. It should be coming out sometime, hopefully this weekend, because I got the intro done and the actual intro done, as well as the disclaimer part of it. So once you get done with the first part of the YouTube video, it's always easier. So that's going to be working on tonight. Also, we're going to be doing some ZeroTrace pen testing live. They just got 90 more of these units in stock. But unfortunately, since all those new tariffs and stuff like that, there's a lot of issues going on when it comes to shipping stuff inside the United States. So I don't know what's going on. I know we got problems when it comes to, I know Tron, I know ZeroTrace, BLE Shark Nano, InfuShark Tech. All this is hitting everybody pretty hard. So it's unfortunate that these companies are getting hit. For example, we were actually going to get donated like 5 BLE Shark Nanos, but we got cut down to 1 because of all these tariffs for the Study September event. So we'll talk more about that later as well. Let's see here. Yeah, so Study September, basically, we're going to all study together inside of our Discord. We have a good section where we have tools for people as well as classes. I just bought the DuckyScript course. I know me and Notorious Squirrel and a bunch of other people are going to be studying for the DuckyScript stuff. I actually bought this DuckyScript Studio. So I'm going to be making custom themes for the Wi-Fi Pineapple pager as well. Speaking of custom themes, I actually released, I actually released this one today. So this is a brand new one. This is called Collapsed Reality. So we got the nice little loading screen.
Safety is an illusion.
You get the audio. And then here it is. So this one's not animated because the animated ones glitch out really bad. I will animate this eventually, but it's tough to see here. But I released this to the population today. So Got Bluetooth, you go through it, RF, everything looks like something from like a collapsed reality. Like I really was working hard on this one. It's a mixture between digital decay and just like complete chaos. See like the computer bleeding files and like it's really cool. The world split in half. Like it's pretty cool. And it's tough to see right now, but very. This was a lot of fun making it. What was the other one too with the NRF connected? Like, it's really cool. So if you want to actually get a better view of this, if you go in our Discord, you can actually see it. But I'm going to continue to make these themes. I got a bunch of themes. I got simple themes. I got live themes, for example. I built this one too. This is the cyberpunk theme I built a while back. This is for the car. I built this for a couple devices, but if you look here, get the nice low screen. This one's animated.
Safety is an illusion.
So you're going to see that the Wi-Fi, see how everything's moving? So I made all these for the community. I'm hitting the wrong button, aren't I? Here we go. Bluetooth. Why isn't that going? Oh yeah. So I got animated themes. I got regular themes. I do it all for you guys. All that stuff's in the community shared drive. And I'm knocking down ZeroTrace. My display here. Go ahead and check that out. How's everybody doing? Check the chat. Cherry's in here. What's up, Cherry? That's nice. Hello, Steve. What's up, buddy? Also, I want to get you guys' opinion. So I've been getting a lot of feedback and constructive. I'm thinking about making the studio a little bit more professional for live streams. I think I'm going to get away from me holding the phone and doing the live streams like this. I think I'm actually going to have... I got you guys on a tripod right now, so it's a little easier to walk around and do stuff. I can't tell if I should do the live streams like this, where I'm just walking around and doing everything with the camera with me, or I should do steady... just like steady over like it'll be like that, but I feel like that's boring. I think walking around with me is better. But what do you guys think? I'm gonna put a poll on YouTube in a little while, into the weekend, into next week, to see what you guys think, because I just have to buy a couple cameras to make it happen. I still got a microphone from the past, so I think that's something I'll do. I want to upgrade the live streams to make it easier for all of us and not so shaky for you guys. So. And it'll be easier too to invite people and to do like projects with live and with YouTube Studio. If I do it the other way, we can I can partner up with other YouTubers live. If that makes any sense. So that's what's really pushing me to do it, because this is super easy to do. But I feel as if I do it that way, we can collaborate a lot more and more efficiently. The only downside is that YouTube doesn't push those type of live streams for me for some reason. So YouTube pushes the long form, the portrait mode. So as soon as I go back to the camera, that YouTube starts penalizing me a little bit for some reason. And I think it's because they want to push the portrait because they're competing with TikTok and other things. But then again, I don't really care. It's not about the numbers and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to reach as many of you guys as possible to get you guys excited about this stuff. So. Check with the chat here. Mobile Tech, what's going on? I think it gets released at the end of the year. I got the pre-order in. I don't know when, but I'm gonna start making custom themes for it. Like I said, I just bought the Hack 5 Studio, the Ducky Studio. So I'll be able to write payloads and stuff now. And because I watched how Darren did it during the demo he used that to make the custom theme. So I'm gonna do the same thing. So I invested it. I also bought the class. I'm gonna be studying September the Ducky script class. I think I'm gonna focus on that more than the radio license, because I had to pay for this. So I definitely want to make sure my money gets worth. It's $60 I think for the class. It was $60 for the studio itself. I'm still trying to get my workbench together. It's a complete disaster because I've been experimenting with stuff lately. I was trying to make my own Wi-Fi pineapple, but this is the closest thing I got as Raspberry Pi, and I was going to attach a smart router to it, but it's so clunky. This is going to turn into my Kali what do you call it? Kali tablet project at some point, but I'm working on a Ghost Drive right now, and it was a successful project. I'm finishing up that video, so yep, I'm gonna be studying for the radio license. So the two things I'm studying in study September is ham radio tech license. I'll be making videos with that as well, and my Ducky script certification with a Hack 5. So I already bought the class today. I bought the professional studio because I want to make custom themes, just like I make custom. I keep bumping it. Custom themes with the Bruce firmware. So I want to continue that. Also, again, I was doing a lot of work in the studio this week. This guy right here, again, is $9, $8.99 before my discount code. And this is a successful Bruce firmware pen testing device. So if I was to plug this in, I should probably have a longer cable. I'll stand by. I tried bad USB, it's just not strong enough to do it, but it does Wi-Fi and Bluetooth pen testing pretty well. Where's the camera? So right here, I got the Bruce firmware flash to this, and this is a LilyGo TT Go, which is basically just a T display. And you can see here, I also tried putting custom themes on it. It just couldn't handle the custom themes. But this guy right here is $9. I was able to put the Bruce firmware on it, and it does Wi-Fi and Bluetooth pen testing pretty well. I can do spam with the Bluetooth. I can scan. Same thing when it comes to the networks. It's pretty much all it can do is Wi-Fi pen testing and the Bluetooth pen testing. But for $9, if you wanted to get into the community and you wanted to get your first hacking pen testing device, this is the one to go with. And I'll be making a video showing how easy it is to build this because all I had to do was flash Bruce to it, and it was that simple. As long as you know what you're doing, which I'll demonstrate in the video. You can upgrade it. You can put a battery onto this if you wanted to, but this is the cheapest because I've been on the search. I have every T display you could think of from LilyGo. I'll do the whole lineup so you can see it. Starting with the cheapest one. We're gonna go through it. Let me turn the overhead light on so you guys can see too. Even the Pro. Now the Pros are nice because you get a battery, you get a switch, and you can put an SD card in it, so you can put custom themes on it, which I really like. And you get you won't get as much more pen testing because it doesn't have a lot of capabilities. But if you want like a nicer form factor with a battery, this is the way to go. As you see here, this one has the animated theme, but it seems like it froze. We see it right here, it's moving. So, I mean, that's it. The cheapest, it all pretty much does the same thing. This guy right here has a large chip. That's what makes this one a little bit better. Unfortunately, it's not much more I can do with it at the moment, but I'm gonna do some more experiments with this. But this is like $90, I believe. The whole point of this is finding the most cost-effective one, and the one I recommend is the T-Display S3 and just the T-Display. The touch one's okay, but it's so touchy that I found that a little bit frustrating. So I recommend you guys getting the TT Go, or basically just the T display. The exact one right here. This one is for currently $8.99. Now I don't know how these tariff stuff. I have no clue what's going to happen. I don't know what the prices are going to do. So we might need to find stuff like this. Like this might be the way to fight back against tariffs, is getting these cheap gadgets. And for now, because if you can imagine, like, a Flipper Zero, for example, is what, 200. That Wi-Fi Pineapple is 300. Imagine the taxes on top of it and the whole tariffs. Like I don't know what to expect. So maybe these cheap gadgets will be the only option in the future. That's why I'm making that video for you guys, as well as teaching you how to make a disposable hard drive. I'm really excited about that one because that one, it was a project. I built it within Tails. It's just basically a Tails bootable drive, but I put it in a SD form, and I encrypted. I actually downloaded the Bible just to hide that file inside of the drive, and it's like you can't see it. It's completely encrypted. It worked perfect. So the whole privacy project was successful. So I'm really excited about that. So that video will be coming out hopefully this weekend. I'm about 1/3 of it done. The intro is done as well as the disclaimer. Because this is one of the videos that, like, it's kind of like suspicious, I guess, but that's not what I'm intending it for. So 48 watching, only 10 likes. Come on, no, it's okay. And like I said, guys, I want to get your opinion. I'm going to be doing a survey. Should I do more professional live streams? Should I have cameras doing overhead shots? Should I continue to do these live streams where I move around, or should I upgrade in one of those? You know those like in the movies they have like the stabilization stick. Maybe I get one of those, a stabilization, so you guys aren't getting nauseous when I'm doing the live streams. Do you still like the phone live stream? Because again, that's all I'm really using right now is my iPhone to do all this stuff. I would love to get you guys' opinion because before I start investing in this stuff, I want to know if it's worth it and if you guys would like it. So before we start inviting in guests, because I said about the 20-minute mark, we'll start inviting some people to talk and promote their channels. I'm going to talk about ZeroTrace for a little bit. So ZeroTrace, they just got, let me put the light on. They just got 90 of these in stock. Again, I don't know what is going on when it comes to US orders, but they got 90 of these in stock. It's been a while. The founder is back from vacation and he's building these things again. Again, they have 90 of these in stock, so you can go ahead and pick up one if you would like. I've also built some of my own. I built some of my own, basically with the same chip. I have a video showing you how to do that as well. This is an Amazon case I threw on it. You can download it. So if you can't get one, like for example, I think what we're going to have to do is start building gadgets now because we can't ship things anymore because of this whole tariff stuff. But it's really fairly easy. You can buy these boards on Amazon for like maybe $8 to $10 or somewhere within that. And you just flash the ZeroTrace firmware on this and you have a ZeroTrace device. That's what's inside. So you can build this stuff on your own and it's not that hard to do. I recommend, which I've shown you guys before. Oh, I should show you that too, but this is a LilyGo T-Dongle S3. This guy right here, I flashed the ZeroTrace firmware onto it. So this is basically a bad USB, but you can access it over Wi-Fi and send payloads to a target computer. This guy, I think, is $12. So you can buy this for $12 and install the firmware yourself, and you have a ZeroTrace device. So I think now with the tariffs and with the way the world's going, I think we have to start building our own gadgets. So the DIY projects are going to become more, what do you call it? More, I think, not more accessible. What am I just thinking about? It's going to be more important, I think, at this point. So, and I'm sorry, I'm thinking about a million things at once, trying to talk to you guys too. So DIY projects, I think ZeroTrace is the easiest DIY, and the Bruce firmware is an easy DIY because it's just all web flashers. Even Meshtastic, if you want to do off-grid communications, flashing Meshtastic on a Heltec V3 or a T3S3, if you want to get into off-grid communications, this is the way to go. I ended up installing a battery on this one, which is dead because I think my kid was actually playing with it. I was actually trying to teach him some of this stuff today. I don't think he's old enough yet, but so I think DIYs are the future, at least for now, with all this stuff going on in the world. So I got to talk to, Talking Sasquatch here. Yo, what's up, dude? How you been, man? Nice to see you here. And if anybody's watching right now, please go sub to Talking Sasquatch. He's a YouTube content creator that I looked up to when I first started out. You know, he's a good guy. So definitely go check him out and his channel. I'm gonna be introducing some people tonight. One special guest tonight he's a young YouTuber. He's been making some really good content. He has content. He had a really good interview with Darren talking about the Wi-Fi pager. We're gonna be talking to him tonight. Ventures with Isla and some other content creators as well. So, but I do want to do some demonstrations. I've been working on that project. The Ghost hard drive experiment, it should be coming out this week. I'm trying to think what else to cover. I made the custom Bruce theme. I released this for the people that are just joining. I ended up making this one. It's called Collapsed Reality. I have all these custom themes, Bruce themes for you guys in the community drive. Get the nice loading screen. We have audio. But we also have animated themes as well. I didn't make an animated one this time around because I found it a little glitchy. I'm learning how to condense the files a little bit more to make it more functional and not lag your device a little bit. But for the T embeds, it's so easy to make these. I know the size by heart and it's very easy to make it. But this is a really cool one. If you want to get a better view of it, go ahead and check it out. in Discord. So, all right, trying to think what else to cover tonight. So one more thing, again, make sure, I'm going to tell you, we got sponsors for the Study September. So people that don't know, Study September, we're all studying. I'm gonna cut back on content creation a little bit. We're going to replace doom scrolling with studying. We have study groups planned. We have open stuff in the Discord. We're going to learn something in the month of September. We're going to get certifications. We're going to be doing those things that we've been putting off. Myself, I will be doing the ham radio tech license as well as the Ducky script course to get my certification. And there's going to be prizes. So InfiShark Tech is donating a BLE Shark Nano. Again, a lot of these companies, they dialed back on sending us more gadgets for giveaways because of all the tariff stuff going on right now. But you can get a BLE Shark Nano. That's one prize. I talked to ZeroTrace. They're going to be donating 3 digital licenses. So basically, you can build your own device. All you have to do is buy these cheap ESP32s, and you can have your own ZeroTrace gadget. I talked a little ago. They're going to be donating one CC1101 Plus. I don't even have that in the studio just yet. It's on the way. They're going to be donating that to a lucky individual as well. I'm also going to be working on getting some more, but right now, those are the confirmed gadgets you can win during Study September. Even if you lose, you still win because you're going to be learning a valuable skill and you're going to be doing that thing that you've been putting off. You're going to be replacing doom scrolling and the social media addiction with something positive. So really excited about that. So if anybody has questions, join the Discord. The moderators will help you guys out with all that stuff. You like my setup, Sasquatch? Yeah, not too bad. I kind of went for, I want to make hacking not evil. I'm a Christian myself, so I want, but I like the idea, like how society is so fragile, because it is. The powers that be suppress us. Privacy is going away. And my biggest problem when it comes to privacy is that today, what you're doing, what you believe in might not be considered wrong, but things change. You can label you as an extremist. They could, whatever you want, whatever your beliefs are today, things can change very fast. And we have to be careful when it comes to that stuff. We also need to know about tools because we're selling our data. We're not even selling it. We're being constantly monitored. We live in like this virtual police state that everything we do, everywhere you go, the doorbell cameras, you're always under surveillance. We traded convenience for privacy. And on this channel, we're trying to show some cool privacy tools. We have pens here that have hidden flash drives built into it. This has Tails Linux on it. This is a pretty much not a ghost operating system because it has its vulnerabilities as well, but it's the closest thing you can get. I could plug this into the computer right now. And I have a whole different operating system. It has Tails, and it has Tails. It has Onion Share built into it, Tor web browser, and encrypted drives. Now, the Ghost hardware project is basically one of these, but it's so easy to smash and get rid of. Like it's I'm trying to find these cool things. The Ghost laptop videos we've done, we actually have colleges building their own versions of Ghost laptops and testing it out. So my next thing is doing the Ghost hard drive, and I want to see if the digital forensics can recover the data. I don't think they can. The way I did it, there's multiple layers of encryption. I don't think they'll be able to get the data that I put on the drive. So I'm gonna have somebody, digital forensic people, try to break into it to see if they can get into the Ghost drive. So that video is coming out. So thank you, Talking Sashcraft. It's nice talking, seeing you. I do see your videos, so I appreciate everything you do too for the community and everything. So it's good to have content creators that are getting people excited about this stuff. And this is a good gateway. I'm a hands-on learner myself, so building these gadgets forces me to learn. So, all right. So with that said, let's get some content creators to talk about their channels. Moderators, I need you to help me with getting their links in the channel. Isla, are you in the chat right now? I would love to get you on the stage to talk first, because I know we've been talking about that for a couple of weeks now. And I would love to promote your channel, because again, you're not that you're just young, you're very skilled and you got a good head on your shoulders. I've been getting to know you the last couple of weeks, and love seeing young people get into this space and help and spread the excitement for cybersecurity and just for tech in general. So, all right, so let me go ahead and get a Discord call set up with you. Everybody in the chat, just hang on for a moment while I get that set up. Basically, I'll have you introduce yourself. Moderators put his link in the channel, and when he's done, we'll hang up the call and we'll get somebody else in here. I'll try to do maybe 4 tonight. I don't want to overdo it. But we'll get a couple people in here tonight. So let me start with Isla. And again, yell at me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm a simple-minded person, so but I still got the dyslexia too, so it doesn't. I got my issues. So let me go ahead and InfoShark include your text. All right, InfoShark. People don't have to mess with me. I get distracted fast. All right, let's go. How do I go direct messages? Find you. I'm calling you now, so get ready. There's gonna be a bit of a delay. Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, good man. I'm excited.
Thanks for coming on to the stream tonight. I'm really excited to talk and let show some people some of the stuff you got, your channel. Again, big fan of yours. You do a really good job with your content. It's nice and organized. I love the energy you put behind your videos. And again, I've been getting to know you the last couple of weeks too. And you got a good head on your shoulders. So, and seeing young people in this space, it gets me excited. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm a big fan of yours. So and keep up the good work.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, man. I mean, of course, I've been watching you for a long time, but I mean, you popped up so fast, so I'm kind of crazy watching you grow like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of yours too. I feel like you just keep been getting more interesting talking personally to you.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just trying to help people as much as I can while I can, because this stuff I blew up fast, and I was not expecting that to happen. So I'm trying to use this platform for good, not just for the tech stuff, also for mental health, and give people a chance that deserve a chance, because a lot of people out there have so much talent, but it goes unseen. And just give people that little bit of a push and drive. Hey, you know what? Just do it. You never know. You don't want to go through life with the what ifs. You're better off doing something, especially in a positive way. It's very easy to get like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's too much work. It's too much of this. I don't want to. Later on in life, you kick yourself. Like, oh, maybe I should have tried doing that. And you never know. And you never know what God's plan is for you at the end of the day. So, with that said, if you want to talk about a little bit about your channel, a little bit about yourself, the moderators, if you can put his link, you can spam his link if you want on the chat. I'm also going to work on trying to, after this live stream, go over everybody's channel we promote and have links for them to help as well. So, and again, it's not, and I want to let people know before we go any further, and I'm sorry I'm cutting you off. When it comes to, because I had a lot of issues last week about people, oh, I didn't get a chance to get a shout out, I didn't get a chance. Just because you shout out a channel just because you get followers, subscribers doesn't mean anything. You got to make good content. You got to produce stuff that helps make the community better. And that's what helps you grow, that's what it is. Not how many, your number count. You can have all the numbers. You have 1 million. You can buy subscribers if you want, or whatever what people do nowadays, bots, whatever. At the end of the day, it's about the content you produce and the change you make. So, and for perfect example is the YouTuber I'm talking to right now. So go ahead, you can take it away. You can go ahead and talk about your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 14. I have my own hacking channel. I've been doing this for around 4 years now, and I have grown my collection so much. I feel like there's not many companies out here, and we all kind of have to stick together when it comes to that. But I just went to DEF CON. It was the best week of my life. I got to meet a bunch of content creators, especially hacking, and everyone's so nice in the community. Like, you wouldn't expect that. You go to a huge hacking con. But, I mean, it was just so nice meeting the community, and my channel's been growing pretty well so far. Of course, it is going to keep growing, but until then, I'll keep posting my videos. I do always try to make the best quality videos. I'm always reaching out to companies. I have so many ideas in my head. I have this idea for a custom border pack, like 12 antennas, so I'm going to be working on that soon. I'm partnering up with Sapsan, and they're going to be sending over some good stuff for that.
Awesome. Again, like I said, it's great seeing young people in this space and producing the content. And you got, like I joke about it, I'm like, you came out of the womb with interview experience. Like, I was very impressed with that interview. I keep telling people about it. So with that said, like, you have a good head start than some people too. So I'm very excited to see. I like your see your stuff. I love your content, and just keep up the good work. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I also wasn't expecting that to be such a good video. But
No,
Hack
it's good.
Spy was promoting it a lot, and it actually did come out pretty well.
Well, you notice, like I said it, and I actually broke down your interview. He leaked a lot of information in that interview, and not leaked, but he slipped up, not slipped up. I don't know how to word it. He just said a lot of information. Like he talked about the 6 gadgets that he has planned this year. 3 of them are going to be gadgets no one has ever seen before, which I don't know how that's possible, but apparently something we've never seen before they're working on. They talked about the struggles they had building the Wi-Fi Pineapple pager. They talked about the special chip and how unique it is and the team behind the chip. So when you buy this device, the confidence knowing that you have the best of the best building this. You don't have some guy in a basement somewhere saying, "Hey, I made this device. Buy this or Kickstarter," and you have no idea what you're getting. You know exactly what you're getting from this company. So that's you got all that information out of him. Even he talked about him writing a book next year or something. So you did a great job. You got a lot of information from him. So it was really good, useful tool for a lot of us. So thank you.
I squeezed it out of him.
You did a great job.
He did say some of them would be pretty mischievous. I mean, I've been working on my own device no one's ever seen before, like completely new. I mean, it has not had success yet, but I mean, I have the idea. I mean, of course, it's not going to come out perfect right away, but
no, but
hopefully Darren's making the same thing.
No, but you got the right attitude. That you made it. You're learning from the mistakes from the project, and then you're going to make it better. You have the right attitude, so that's good. So I'm excited to watch it. Yeah, I'll be interested to see your gadget and what you're making.
Saw you were saying you're making a custom pineapple. Have you seen the shadow apple?
I have, and that's what I tried to make, but I stopped making it because a lot of people already made some really good videos on it. What I'm going to end up using my not shadow apples, I never finished it, but I'm going to turn it into a device I'm going to beat up with the Wi-Fi Pineapple pager. It's going to be my target device, so I have something in the home lab to attack and replicate. So I kind of stopped because, again, I don't want to make content I don't want to go over other people's stuff either. If they do a good job making it, why am I going to produce the same thing? I'd rather promote, you know what I mean? Promote them and focus on another project that's different and unique. That's just how I am. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. So, and I failed a couple times. Right now it's not practical. This is this is my 3rd version. The other ones were even worse. So, but that's it. You learn and move on. And that's it. So.
Hey, it looks like there's progress then.
Yeah, that's it.
Better.
It's it, but it helps me justify that $300 purchase. So, like, yeah, they put a lot into that little gadget. So, appreciate it. Pelican Dog, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, so I'll let you go. I'm gonna try to get somebody else in here. Thank you for coming on tonight. It was getting nice. Like I said, it's nice getting to know you. And I'm looking forward to see your growth in your channel as well.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. Thanks for the shout out, and can't wait to talk. I'm sure I'll already be messaging you again tomorrow.
That's fine. I mean, if you have any questions, and when it comes to YouTube content, I can show you the tricks and stuff I use to help when it comes to the algorithm and how to post, how to write your stuff, how to not get strikes on your channel. I learned a lot about that in the beginning of my YouTube career. So I'm gonna work behind the scenes with you too. So like I'm here, and not just you, like everybody that's listening. Don't feel free to ask me questions because I would love to help you guys. And so I'm all about sharing. I don't have any secrets. So I'm trying to help you guys while I can. So
I tried the AI descriptions you were talking about.
It helps. Now with someone with dyslexia and ADHD, it helps it organize my thoughts better. And if you do and have it rewrite just in case, like if you have the word hacking too many times or you have dark web in your description, it'll flag you. Like stuff like that will flag you. I've done experiments proving that. So just letting you know. So all right, I'll let you go. Thank you again for coming on. I'm gonna get somebody else in.
Okay, awesome.
Have a good night, man. You too. Thank you. Awesome kid. Good head on his shoulders. All right, who else would like to join? Noble Tech. I think I would like to get you in here as well. I've been loving your content lately. Again, we're trying to get a couple more people. I don't want to overdo this. I know you guys want to go see live pen testing tonight. So after a couple more people, I'm gonna do some demonstrations with the ZeroTrace gadget to get you guys excited about it. Maybe I'll show off the world's only currently the diabolic parasite, which I have in the studio. This is the only one currently in circulation in the whole world. That's really crazy. This thing again is most. I think this is the most. This is the most dangerous gadget I have in my studio. This guy right here. So I'm surprised I haven't got a knock on my door yet having that around. So with that said, Noble Tech, are you up for a talk? And talk of Sasquatch. I know. It's up to you if you want to come on. I don't know if we're friends in Discord, but it's up to you if you want to talk too. I know I would love to promote your channel too. I know you're doing well. I'm just trying to help these other content creators that are starting out because they're really good. You should check them out as well. They're awesome. They make good content. They have all special skills and talents they bring to the community, and it's so nice seeing this all mesh together. So. Hey, Untitled Hacking Company, what's going on? If I didn't miss, I know we've been talking behind the scenes a little bit, so we'll talk more later as well. I have to check your channel out to see what you're doing. Noble Tech, do you want to get in on our call? If you want, you can call me. All right, we get Noble Tech on here. Oh, and by the way, I haven't said it. Congratulations to Cherry Tomato for his first 1,000 subscribers. I want to say congratulations to him, by the way. He's been working very hard. It's well deserved. DC. Oh, I got a phone call. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going, my friend? How you doing tonight? Or morning?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. I also want to let you know before we start, I do refer to you constantly as the man with the golden voice. So I just want to let you know that if you ever hear anybody say that, you are the man with the golden voice. If I was in a plane and if we were going down in the plane, if it was crashing, and you said to me, "You're gonna be all right," and with your tone of voice, I would believe it. I'd be okay. I lived a good life. Just want to let you know that.
That's the goal, to be reassuring.
Yes, you are. Noble Tech, you want to talk about your channel? Again, a big fan of yours. You've been doing a great job. Your detailed, organized videos. I've been watching them lately, and just said I'm very impressed. You're doing a great job as well. So everybody here is doing a great job. But I've been seeing your stuff pop up in my feed a lot recently. So just want to let you know that you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. It's sudden. I'll give you that. My channel started like 4 weeks ago. And, it all started mainly because I stumbled across your YouTube channel and became inspired. I started watching your videos, which lulled me back into the world of cybersecurity. And plus, it grew an excitement about the gadgets that you were looking at. And compared to the scene 5 years ago, when the ESP8266 was like the latest gadget, and that was about it. It just looked amazing. And then I came into your Discord. Shout out to the Discord for anyone listening. Join if you haven't already. Just such a wonderful community. And then I met people like Tron, Cherry, Tomato, Man in the Mayhem, Notorious Squirrel, your good self. And it just became so inspirational. I started my own channel. And then for whatever reason, it's kind of blown up recently, which I think I mostly have you to thank for. So thank you very much.
I don't, and it's not. Don't give me credit. Like you on your own. Like you do a great job with your videos. So don't. It's not. It's the community in general. We have a good support and network of people. And at the end of the day, the whole Discord, the whole reason why we're doing this stuff is for two reasons. One, we like tech, and we're having an outlet that, and we're also sharing that inspiration with other people. And this is a positive thing we're doing. So instead of, again, getting stuck, even the people that I used to have problems playing video games too much, you're doing something constructive and you're learning and you're also having fun doing so. I'm a hands-on learner. I think a lot of people on my channel might have ADHD too, or hands-on learners. Playing with stuff, making it fun and interesting, making good visuals, talking well, explaining things, that's what gets people excited. And then it spreads, like the positivity, like because the world is so negative. When you see that little bit of hope, a little bit of light, I believe it really makes a difference in people's lives. I think that's the reason why this community is growing the way it is because of the difference we're already starting to make across the board. So
absolutely, and I think for myself, I've found something that I've been looking for a long time. It's not so much existing in the UK, But like when you look at America, especially back in 2012, when the hacker spaces and the maker spaces were popping up, and just the exciting things that were coming from that. And I think that's kind of being replicated now in some of these communities in quite beautiful ways. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd love to see lots more hacker spaces and maker space pop up. So like I think like a big part of it is getting kids as well involved in learning from a younger age maybe about these things, but not just using devices. I think, as older gentlemen, we come from a time where you had to be more hands-on with computers because things went wrong, things broke, and it was a little bit more hands-on back then. You had to take your computer apart every now and then, you had to replace parts, you had to fix drivers, you had to scour friends' floppy disk collections for whatever you needed. Whereas now it's more just about using, and the repairability of a lot of devices has gone down dramatically, and I know there's actions taking place to improve that. But it's just encouraging people, especially young people as well, to create again, to make new things and to tinker. And I think when we talk about hacking, it's not just about, like hacking someone's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or hacking someone's phone. It's in the traditional sense of the word hacking. Hacking technology, taking something and repurposing it into something more interesting.
I agree, and you touched it too. Like people don't fix things like they used to, and I know from because I used to do research. I used to be a big cloud gaming advocate and a cloud computing advocate, and someone that went to school for networking, and I do worry about the environment when it comes to the amount of e-waste we produce. I think it's something along the lines of 5 trillion tons of e-waste per year get dumped in the oceans. And I know I blatantly me destroying computers with a flash drive that kills it in a matter of seconds. I know I'm not helping, but I had even a thought maybe taking those things and making art out of it. Like here's just a motherboard I put on a stand. Maybe I'll turn it into art. I don't know. But with that said, I think that's a
With
thing.
the size of your community, you could take something like that and turn that and frame it into some kind of artwork, and I'm sure
That's what I'm thinking
that
about
could make for a
doing.
good auction.
Because if you try to go on Amazon right now, you can't find good like aesthetics for like if you want like a cyberpunk, a cool basement or whatever, a laboratory. There's not much art out there to do it. So maybe we can make our own. So maybe we can do that. We can recycle and make good art pieces of artwork and maybe do some kind of like thing with it. But and I think also
Absolutely, as long as it saves it going into the ground.
exactly right, 100%, or in the ocean. Another thing you touched on too is about how the hacking space is changing. I think it has a lot to do with how these companies and the way the world is now when it comes to web flashers. It makes hacking more easy and accessible for beginners to get in on it. Like back in the day, you had to know code, you needed to know the insides and out, how to write stuff on your own. Now you can hit a couple buttons and plug it in, and now you have a hacking gadget. Like it's so easy to get started nowadays, and it's so simplistic. And we have tools like AI to help assist you too if you get stuck, and you have YouTube videos to help you. It's less intimidating than it used to be 10 years ago. I think that plays a big part of this community as well.
Absolutely. The landscape is very different. There's like how many creators now? You've got the great ones who are AWOC, just calling Coco, Tron with his cases, etc., etc. There's then Darren, obviously from Hack 5, with the amazing work they're doing, as you were saying there with the pager. I think that's going to be the game changer of all things. And I think it's going to do exactly what he says on the tin, which is making it more fun.
100%. He's making it customizable. And I'm as of right now, like I'm excited to get into the Ducky script stuff so I can start making custom themes. Like I'm already have a drive. Like, hey, I'm ready to make it personal. I'm already and get the community excited about it. And I think if we get rid of that hacking is evil vibe and say, hey, look how much fun, how cool this is. And like make it. I mean, it's still a little eerie. I mean, it's cool to have that eerie feeling, but we're changing the look of it a little bit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with privacy. There's nothing wrong with wanting to learn about things and how to break things so you could fix it, and also exposing the vulnerabilities out there. I think that's a really important thing we need to do as a community.
Absolutely. I think we need to point out these vulnerabilities. But I've noticed recently, and I'll say a couple of comments on my videos, is the request for information on how to protect yourself from these things as well. So I think, there's a part of that as well. But bringing that awareness and then pointing people in the direction of what to do next. I mean, there's some things you can't do much about, but for the things you can do something about. you know, it comes with that territory as well. So hopefully people will learn in those sides as well and be able to protect themselves from you know, bad actors.
100%. 100%. Well, again, I'm a big fan. Thank you again for coming on tonight. Really do appreciate you. And I got to work on doing more. I actually want to do like collaboration stuff with you guys at some point as well. I know the time zones are really tough, but I got to figure out a way to do it. But during Study September, I'm excited. I'm going to try during that time too to try to organize more community projects together with everybody. Or just keep doing live streams the way we're doing it, getting people to come in and talk a little bit, talk about themselves, express what's going on.
Absolutely, it's been wonderful what we've seen on the Discord so far with all the resources. I think that's a big one as well, is centralizing those resources and, you know, through crowd testing, pointing out, you know, we think that, you know, these are the best options for learning at this level, etc., etc. But it's great to see all the action going on there. I think I've been inspired to start up my CCNA studies again.
That's awesome. Well, I'm proud of you. And it's not easy to do, to start doing stuff like that. Get you motivated. It's the hardest part is starting. Once you start, it's a lot easier. It's just that first initial getting that discipline and getting there. I'm ready to go. But if you do it with a community of people, I find it much easier, and it seems to be working. So this Study September is also an experiment to see if we can actually see how the community reacts to it. And so far, it's been very, very positive. So really excited.
Absolutely, it's very exciting, and I'd love to see what happens next. And I look forward to hearing the updates on how you get on with the Hack 5 training.
Yes, me too. I would love to. I would love to. I think a starstruck moment for me is if Darren, if I ever had to talk to Darren one of these days, it just that would be like one of those moments. So I would love to. They make good stuff. They just do. And then his attitude, his vibe, he has inspired millions of people as well. So I like, that's what I like. So I'll be looking forward to getting to Hack 5 a little bit more, especially now that I've done like 700 plus videos of everything else that's out there in the planet. I'll be excited to get into now that we did all the basic stuff and the cheap, affordable stuff. Now let's look into the stuff that it's trying to copy. You know what I mean? So I think that's...
It's going to be a very exciting year coming up. I think with the C5 becoming more broadly available, and I believe that the actual chiplets themselves will be available on larger numbers by the end of October.
Yeah.
Possibly sooner. So we're going to be seeing a lot of those devices. But again, it's going to be interesting to see how the competition react to the pager. Because as we're seeing the dawn of dual band, they come out of the park with tri-band.
Yeah, no, you're right. All right, well, have a good night. Thank you again for coming, and I appreciate you as always. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. Thank you for having me. Take care and have a wonderful evening, and I'll be back on the live stream very soon.
You too. Have a good night.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
I literally have chills listening to him. He has the golden voice. That is the man, the golden voice man. All right, let me read chat real quick. Sorry, guys. I get really passionate. I get nervous. Like, I don't know if what I'm gonna say during these interviews or the social anxiety. But Darren's a generally good guy. He's super busy, hard to talk to, but all crew Hack 5 are super cool. Yeah, I love that. I know that the girl that does all the Hack 5 updates. Oh my god, I always am on the spot, but I don't want to say her name's Allie. She does a really good job like explaining and doing the news updates and stuff like that. I love watching them. And yeah, I'm very busy too. I got 2 young kids. I got a full-time job. I got a lot going on too. So I understand completely. Believe me. Okay. Ending with Allie. Yep, that's what it is. Ending with Allie. Yep. Okay. So trying to think. Again, people, nice to see you in here, talk to Sasquatch. Kind of like one of the like surreal moments. Like, oh, I watched him. That's pretty cool. All right. I'm trying to think. I know we're past we're almost at 50 minutes. And I know, again, your time zones. I know a lot of you guys are far out there. I think I'm going to do one more tonight. I think I'm going to have Cherry Tomato join in. Because he did reach 1,000 subscribers, and I wanted to just say I'm proud of him, and I wanted him to talk a little bit more about his channel and stuff he's doing. I think Cherry, if you want, you can come up next. Untitled Hacking Company, we'll talk more later. YouTube, Cherry Tomato, yep. And again, if people are in the chat too, it might even be easier. Go ahead and check out Untitled Hacking, his videos. Please go check him out. Cherry, let me know if you want to come in. send me a call. And again, everybody knows Talk of Sasquatch. I mean, he's one of the greats. So I'm trying to think. I got to do. I actually got in a week. I don't know if you guys. I know you guys know Interrupt. They agreed to do an interview with me in a week. So look at this guy. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? So I know I said the other guy had the golden voice, but you have the piercing blue eyes because we did that face reveal the other day. just while later, this is the man with the piercing blue eyes.
Yeah, it's weird because they change based off of a lot of factors. So they'll be blue one day, and then a couple weeks later they'll be green and gray. So it's weird, but
So you're like
yeah,
a
I
chameleon.
appreciate it. I get a lot of comments on them, so
It's okay. But
you could thank my mom for that.
well, thanks, Jerry's mom.
Thanks, Cheers, mom.
Big cheers. So what's going on, man? I mean, we talk a lot behind the scenes. We're pretty friendly with each other.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I do wanna say congrats as well to Noble Tech. Did hit 1,000 subscribers as well on his channel.
You did.
It was like the horse. It was like the racing. To see who get to 1,000 first, and it's absolutely incredible the amount of time that he's been doing YouTube videos. But all it takes is that one video. Obviously, we've got proof of that. And, he has something special going on with his channel, and 1,000 subscribers in a month is absolutely amazing. So
Yeah, 100%. That is not
Congrats.
easy, especially it is a saturated environment. Like I feel bad because people compare sometimes the bigger YouTubers numbers and they go oh well why am I not growing? Like listen, that 1,000 subscribers, your first 100 subscribers, that's significant. It is it's a very saturated environment, and the algorithm does not help you at all. It is just defeating for people starting out. So to overcome that is huge. Don't underestimate that victory, that first 1,000, that first 100. That's a big deal for a lot of people. So congratulations, Noble Day. Sorry, I didn't know you hit 1,000. So I just want to say shout out to you.
yeah, it's awesome. It's a little hard to judge the algorithm with YouTube and things like that. But honestly, if you're just making the videos just to make them, you do it at your own time, and have fun with it. Obviously, everything will come. Everything will follow.
Yeah, and they don't pay. It's not as glamorous as it looks. You have to get good sponsorships. And I for example, I think this month 400,000 views. What happened? You don't make them up. I'm just barely paying a credit card with that YouTube money. I got a full-time job. My wife works. It's just you don't make the money people think on YouTube unless you have sponsorships. That's where it is. You're probably better off having 1,000 subscribers and a couple good sponsorships than having all these views because it doesn't work that way. So that reality of this guy has a lot of views, he must have a lot of money, or he makes a lot on YouTube. That's not how it works. It's the other way around. YouTube takes all of that. They're horrible toward their careers.
Oh yeah, your bank account would drain fast if you're purchasing your devices, and obviously that's a great way to start. If you don't have the contacts, or you're not reaching out to people, or because some of these companies, they do take forever to get back to you. It's not just like an overnight thing.
Yeah.
But sponsorships are definitely
It's tough to, and especially when they give you a hard time. I'm trying to do giveaways. We made tons of videos for the company. That's why I kind of had that I made that post the other day. These companies that don't support the community, that don't help us, I'm going to start to push away from a little bit more. Especially, I don't find their value as much. So I'm trying to find companies and I'm trying to put companies in check too, like Interrupt. I made that video saying you need to be more transparent, and the next day they end up releasing their update. And then they agreed to do an interview with me next week. So I'm trying to use that to help, to get these companies to talk more and help the community and be a little bit more transparent. So I'm trying to use that in a good way, but I also don't want to be a jerk about it. I'm trying to find that balance because I'm also trying to learn to be a leader. I'm also trying to be a good example for other people too, in a way. It's just, I'm learning too.
yeah, for sure.
So I don't want to be aggressive and a jerk. Yeah. But I have to make stands.
It's got to be, there's got to be a happy medium, and a lot of these companies, especially, right now we're having to deal with the tariffs and all these shipping issues and things like that, you know, and Berserker Bob, you know, being an admin over at the InfoShark, you know, and the BLE Shark Nano, you know, they're doing it right. You know, they're waiting to see, you know, everything that's going to happen. They held, you know, a certain amount of shipments. Some of them made it to Canada and stuff like that. You know, but they're eating the cost of, you know, some of the shipping, the extra fees, and not charging the customer, which is absolutely the best way to go about it, you know. And that leaves a good taste in, you know, your mouth essentially as a business, because you'll have a highly likely chance of, if you do start another project and you'll have a big support, you know, base because of it.
100%. I'm just reading chat here too. So Talking Satchwack said, yeah, holding the Kickstarters accountable is a noble cause. And I did, during that video, I talked about you, you know. So I did tell them that they should be sending you a device, not just me, and other content creators. So I did call for them to send you a prototype device for you to do a review. I put that clear in the video. I think you should have your hands on that as well.
Yeah, Sasquatch is you know, obviously it's like when he gets the device, it's like, you know, perfect for the company, you know, because he's got all the talking points proper, you know, and he's just a very energetic guy.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yep, 100%. And his beard's amazing too. I know he's not. I know he's here and everything, but I'll tell you, I mean, he has a great beard. I mean, let's be honest. It's not just the density; it's the volume. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about the overhangs of the mustache.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not keeping up with your beard and your mustache and stuff like that, you know, you're gonna have a mouthful of beard hair and mustache hair. It was a funny conversation that was had.
I love it. I mean, time you talk to Satchrock, I mean, he has a whole like opportunity here. I mean, you can just sell product lines, a whole different space, you know. Network Chuck does the coffee, you know what I mean? You can make something, you know what I mean? Anyway, with that said,
exactly.
Congratulations again on your first 1,000. I'm going to I'm trying to think anybody else wants to join it, come in. I want to start doing some live pen testing. Like I said, I try to keep these live streams within an hour. This way, because again, the time zones are rough, and this way we don't drag it out either. But I'll probably cut it here. So thank you, Tomato, for coming in. As always, again, congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got to work on.
Thank you.
We'll talk later because I want to try to find a better way too, like to promote videos during the live streams. Maybe like we'll do like a section where like it's the watch list. Maybe we do that during the live stream. Hey, check out these 5 channels or something. We'll figure out a more efficient way to do it. I love the shout out segment. I think it's a good time to do interviews and talk with people. So I want to build off of this. I think it's very productive. So I want to keep that going. So
cool.
All right. Have a good night, dude. I'll probably talk to you later.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Bye. Love him. Okay. We're actually talking about beard care and Network Chuck and Defcon. Yeah, I mean, you guys both got beautiful beards. So I mean, like, I mean, you guys have a whole, like, you guys are missing a whole demographic and market. Let's be honest. So, all right. Let's do some pen testing live. So, you guys, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for listening during the interviews and checking out their YouTube channels. Again, we're trying to grow together as a community. And right now, we're going to do some live pen testing. I'm trying to get the lighting so you guys can see what's going on. So I talk a lot about ZeroTrace. So we're going to be doing a live demonstration of a payload that I designed for the ZeroTrace gadget here. Now, I've made a bunch of payloads for the ZeroTrace. You can download them on their not desktop, what do you call it? The dashboard. There's a whole bunch of community shared projects. Basically, it's like DuckyScript, but it's in a different language. But this one simulates a hacker takeover, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take over this computer. Basically, it's just for fun. It's going to open up a bunch of command prompts, say a lot of funny things, to shut down the computer. That's what this attack is going to do. So for people that don't know, this is a bad USB. It's a HID tool. This pretends to be a keyboard and mouse, and you can send keystrokes at like superhuman speeds. And if you do it right together, you can actually do some really crazy things. So I've done tons of demonstrations in this video, but we're going to do one right now. Let me see if I can push this back a little bit. This tripod, I tell you, has been coming in handy tonight, though. So we're going to plug this guy in into the USB side. Oh, another fun thing, you can customize your device to have RGB. So right now I have the rainbow effect going. I usually do a purple, but I know everybody likes the RGB. You could turn this off if you want to do more stealth pen testing, but it's really cool that you can customize the LED light. And there is a rainbow mode, which I'm demonstrating right now. Personally, I like the purple. The ZeroTrace Mini, I helped with the collaboration with ZeroTrace. We ended up coming up with a really cool carabiner effect there, but I have that one programmed to stay purple all the time. So really cool and really easy device to get a hold of and learn because it's web-based. It's really easy to connect to. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to connect it over a Wi-Fi connection. So let's do that. There we go, 0. It's simple as plugging in the IP address, 192.168.4. So right now, this is the web UI. I'm connected to the device. So this is the web UI. You can type in your scripts here and attack. I have some already pre-saved. It should be saved. So we're going to do the hacker takeover. And what I'm going to do so you guys can see it, if I edit it, you can see what it looks like, what the payload actually looks like. It's just a whole bunch of commands. So let me go ahead and copy and paste this so you can see it better. Hold on. Copy. Execute. All right, so what this payload's going to do, what's going to happen right now is that this device is going to open up a whole bunch of command prompts. It's going to type. It's going to say some funny messages. And at the end of it, it's going to shut down the computer. I was like, all right, I took over your computer. You're getting kicked out. It's shutting it down. Again, YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. I'm in a home lab. I'm underground. Like, don't get upset. In this payload, if you want to play around with it yourself, I have available. I made a bunch of them for ZeroTrace, and you can go ahead and download them yourself. So let's go ahead and attack this computer, but I want to do it in a way that you guys can see. So let me go ahead, because I think it's going to pop up here and not that one up there. So let me go ahead and get that ready. Okay. Oh boy, hold on. I messed it up. Hold on. 192. Okay, here we are. And I lost everything. Let me just see if I can paste it. Paste. And we're going to send it. Okay. Execute script. You see right now it's loading on the computer. You're going to get a message here. I'm inside your PC. No hands. No hands, Ma. No hands, Ma. There's another one to show a whole bunch of fake hacking stuff. GhostStrats, TikTok, Protocol 1, blah, blah, blah. It's all fake, funny things. It's going to say more stuff, another message to you. This is my PC now. Then you're going to get a blue screen. It's going to say goodbye, and then it's going to kick you off the computer. It's going to shut down whoever's target computer you have. Goodbye. Then a command to shut down the computer is going to pop up, and computer shuts off. So that is completely harmless. It's just, again, I call it fake hacker takeover. That's what I call that script right there. And it like simulates like a hacker coming into your computer, saying a lot of funny things, breaking into the system, and then kicking you out. So it's just a fun little play that we did with there. So that's, again, ZeroTrace. That is, again, a bad USB. Really cool gadget. I really like working with them. It's a very easy gadget to understand. The web UI, setting up the devices, the flexibility of building your own. That's why I really like this company. And the founder is 16 years old. Brilliant kid. It's really great. And watching them grow and helping companies like that, that's what makes me happy, because I just like seeing that. I like seeing, again, young people in this space learning and exciting other people, and especially building crazy cool stuff like this. So speaking of crazy cool stuff, so go ahead and check out ZeroTrace. They just got 90 more units in of those. Again, if you want the one we collaborated on, this is the ZeroTrace Mini. It's the same thing. All these devices do pretty much the same thing. The ZeroTrace Pro model is just a better form factor, but it's all the same hardware basically. So you're not really getting a disadvantage or advantage of getting different ones. It's just all about the form factor really. Again, you could build your own, like I did with the ZeroTrace T dongle. I think this is the best LilyGo option you can get. You get the screen to work, a little pop-up says ZeroTrace on it. Really cool project to do. Again, nice, easy, simple projects. Just like the Bruce firmware, it's just like that. You flash it. I have tons of videos explaining how to do it, so we'll move on from that. So again, we'll show, again, the world's only diabolic parasite. So this guy is about the same price as a USB rubber ducky. This thing does run payloads as well as a keylogger, but this keylogger is insanely dangerous. This guy can go completely undetected. So basically what this thing does, as soon as I plug this in the computer between a keyboard and the computer itself, it clones the hardware ID of the keyboard. So you wouldn't know the difference. And the computer sees it as just the keyboard that it's connected to. And it will lie dormant and just pass the data through just like a pair of wires. Like that's it. That's what the computer sees it. And then with a flick of a button, you can turn this guy on and attack and do look at the keystroke. So maybe I will demonstrate this tonight for a little fun. Because honestly, this has been an awesome live stream tonight. So I think I will demonstrate the world's only diabolic parasite. So let me give it a minute to get set up. You guys talk amongst yourself in the chat while I get that set up. Just gotta get a keyboard plugged into the computer. Where's my keyboard? Alright. Found one. Alright. Let's go with that. Let's put the RGB on. Maybe a little nicer. Feels like. Okay, so we got the keyboard in here. So now what we got to do is we're going to plug in this device into there. So I'll show you how the middleman looks. So let me go ahead and move this away. So here's the keyboard connection. We're going to plug the keyboard into this side right here. You can plug this into the computer. Okay. So currently this guy is it's just pretending to be wires, and it's already cloned the ID of this keyboard. So now we're going to connect to it over a Wi-Fi connection, just like we've done before. I think it's actually the same IP address too, which is funny. Hold on. ZeroTrace? Oh yeah, ZeroTrace is still plugged in. Let's unplug him. Alright, where is the diabolic drive? Show me your network. For some reason I say that out loud, it sounds weird. Hold on. Waiting for it to pop up on my Chromebook. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. That's always the Wi-Fi. That's always the IT standard. Have you turned it on, sir, and turned it back on? Yeah, okay, there it is. Diabolic parasite. Let's connect to that guy. And let's type in the same address. All right. So this will look familiar to you guys. So again, another nice web UI. You connect it over Wi-Fi connection. You see this really cool screen. What attack am I going to do? I'm going to show you the random cadence. So here's another thing too, right? So, as of right now, so there's some systems out there that can detect when you're getting attacked by a USB device, because since it types so fast, the computer says, hey, this can't be a human typing. This is a problem. We need to stop this. Stop the payload. Stop the attack. What this device does is that it'll pretend to be a human and do random cadences to throw those systems off. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now with this attack. So let me go ahead and type in random cadence, edit. So I'm going to run. So right now the device is attacking the computer, has no idea what's going on. So you see here, it's going to be typing at random speeds. So you see it's typing like a human, nice and slow, and at random. So this device right now is trying to mimic a human touching it, so this way it doesn't trip up the systems. That's just one of the stealth features that this thing has. And then another crazy thing is that we're going to do a who am I attack. And what's going to happen during this who am I attack is that it's going to ask the computer for its information. And the way it's going to send the information is insane. So what's going to happen is it's going to say, all right, I want to know who you are and what you are. The computer is going to say, okay, whatever, you can have it. It's going to take that data, put it into binary, right? And then from there, it's going to turn it into flashing and blinking lights on the keyboard. The diabolic parasite is then going to interpret those flashing lights as binary and put the information about the computer back on the web UI. It's gonna take that information, the flashing of light, and then send it back to the device, completely undetected. Crazy way to get information from a computer. And you can see it happening. So I can plug in 2 keyboards and actually show you what's going on. The diabolic parasite will stop the flashing so you can't see it on the keyboard that you're actually doing it with. But if you have a secondary keyboard plugged in, you can actually see the flicker in the binary happening. So let me show you that, because that's actually a really cool thing to see. So let me go get another keyboard. Oh. It's a good thing I got this lab. I got all these things to show you. So we're going to plug in a secondary keyboard. Now, realistically, in the real world, there's only going to be 1 keyboard usually plugged into the computer. But if you have 2, you're going to see this attack happening live. So let's go ahead and plug it in. And again, shout out to the founder for sending me his personal device with his personal payloads. It's a treasure. I'll treasure it forever. So here we are on the web UI. Again, we're connected to Diabolic Parasite. Here it is right here, exfiltrate. Click on edit. So this payload right here, again, it's to open up a PowerShell. It's basically going to tell the computer, I want to know all your information, send it to me. And it's going to send all that information to this screen. In between, it's going to send the command. The computer's going to transmit it into binary. It's going to then take that binary to do flashing lights on a keyboard and turn those flashing lights into data and translate it into actual readable data on the web UI. Crazy, right? But I'm going to show you it live. So let's go ahead on top of the random cadence. We already saw that demonstration. So now we're going to do this attack, and I'm going to show you. You're going to see the lights flicker here with the binary information about the computer. So, so again, you're not going to see on this one because this one is connected to the diabolic drive. This one, it's going to hide this from happening. So in the real world, again, this right here, you won't see it because there's only 1 keyboard. But since we have 2, you're going to see the lights flicker here with the binary information. Nevertheless, I think it's time to attack. Let's go ahead and send this payload. Let's see this demo live. Run. Okay, type in a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so right now, if you look, there's that information. So, and the information is now showing on the screen about the computer. So you just saw it happen. It went from there, it turned to the binary, turned it into flashing lights on the keyboard, the number lock turning on and off. And then from there, sent it to this computer with all the information on it. And honestly, I don't think there's anything really... maybe I won't show it. But anyway, it's there. And another thing, so let's clear the log so you guys can't see everything. And on top of it, it's a keylogger. So it sits, right as of right now, it's sitting with the green. It's telling you. You could turn the lights off too as well, by the way. That's pretty obvious. Something's plugged into it. But if I was to start typing... So I'll type, let me clear this again. I'm sorry, I shouldn't put, hold on. Again, I'm looking for mods to come physically to the studio and help out. So let me know if you guys are available to physically be in the studio to help me out. Clear log. So I'm going to type in GhostStrats here, right? Let's pretend I'm logging into something, right? I'll open up a notepad maybe. Maybe that's better. Notepad. Let's open up a notepad, right? All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's delete all this. All right, so now I'm going to type in, let's say you're logging into something. So I'm going to type in GhostStrats right now. And we'll do tab. And we're going to do password. Password 404040 with like a couple percent signs. All right, so you guys see that here, right? So here's a computer. Now we're gonna come over to this computer, and what do you notice? So you see me try to write Notepad, but I spelled it wrong. I put N-I and I clicked backspace to delete the I. Notepad, backspace, GhostStrats, tab, shift, password 40444, shift. You saw every single key I typed in. And by the way, this is in real time. So if I was to type right now, why did I choose that letter? But you see the demonstration here. Pretty cool gadget. And again, and I keep saying again, that's one weird tick I have. I notice on my YouTube videos, I keep saying again and again and again. All right, so if I go to device manager, device manager. All right, and if I go to keyboards, I mean, I don't know why it's showing all those keyboards, but it's not showing anything else. So if I was to unplug it, so let's unplug the diabolic parasite. You just saw one keyboard disappear. I mean, it's hard to see because I'm trying to do this all one hand, but it just one keyboard disappeared from the computer. I don't know why it has a whole bunch of other things on there, but again, one of the coolest gadgets this year, I have to say, right here, this stealth keylogger / bad USB. You get two devices in one. So you get again, you saw the payloads. We can attack the computer just like we did with the ZeroTrace stuff. But again, this is $100. So it's all these devices have their advantages and disadvantages, right? But really cool. This is I'm loving the stealth tech behind this guy right here. So definitely a really cool gadget. I'm a big fan of their original product, the Diabolic Parasite. So they had a USB flash drive that did the same exact thing. You plug it into the computer, but this guy, you were able to put storage onto it. And you can do the same kind of thing. Not key logging, but you can send payloads over a remote connection. So the Parasite, the team over I keep saying the team over at Unit 73 something. Sorry, I'm butchering the name, but people that are behind the Diabolic Parasites, I love them. I do talk to them quite frequently. They're really good people there. Very cool gadget. So you guys got to see the world's only, currently, Diabolic Parasite. Again, thank you guys all for coming to and talking, hang out in the live stream. Future, I would animate my closet. Animator my closet. Yep. Okay. Yep. Geiger counter. You know what was funny? I have one. I had the Geiger counter. You know what was funny? I didn't realize I had one of those plasma balls and it broke. But but when it was active, it would make that thing go crazy. So I don't know how dangerous those plasma balls actually are to have around. And then, what's even cooler, if I put that at a black light, it also registers it. I think it's dead right now. I can't really do anything with it, but I might get back into survival tech gadgets soon. My biggest, the coolest discovery I had is Meshnology. Their gadgets, how cheap and affordable they are, and how easy they are to set up. They're a hidden gem. I've been saying that since the beginning. Since I met them. Yeah, we'll get back into survival tech gadgets. So I know we're all over the place on this channel. It's tough when I do YouTube videos. It's easier for me because I can edit out all the ADHD moments. But these live streams, I'm getting more comfortable with it, even though it sounds like I'm talking a million miles a minute. Just my mind goes really fast, so I have to catch up. But yeah, so we covered a lot tonight. So we talked about some of the best Bruce firmware cheap affordable gadgets. The TT Go $9 pen testing gadget is probably going to be very accessible to everybody soon. Again, I can't say it again. The biggest thing I want to let you guys know as of right now, with the whole tariffs and stuff like that, it's going to be very hard to get stuff soon. Getting computers, getting Christmas presents, getting all this stuff, it's going to change the way we operate and the way we buy things. So if there is an $80 tariff, so now this $9 device is now $89. Very tough. You wouldn't buy this, right? But if you're in the same boat, I'm like, oh, do I get the really nice model that's double the price now? I think I'll go with the cheaper one. So you're going to see a lot of people doing this, buying cheaper gadgets, DIY projects. I think ZeroTrace, their business model, being able to build your own is going to help you and save them during the, not save them, but to help them during this time of like uncertainty with all this tariff stuff. These DIY projects are going to be, I think, one of the most valuable things soon. Building your own stuff, being self-sufficient. I think it's actually, there might be a good thing that comes out of this. It's going to show us that we should be a little bit more self-reliant on ourselves than the system itself. So I think there's a silver lining in all this. So, do you have an SDR tool? Lego TT Go display. Yep, really cool. Yeah, great. It works. Does really good Wi-Fi pendant. Thanks. So I gotta get into the radio stuff too. But I'm gonna be getting my ham radio license. I just don't have a lot of time. I got my time is consumed with other things, and I don't do YouTube full time. So I gotta try to find a balance. I also be a present father, a husband, and work. And then I do the mental health stuff too. Go ahead and check out the podcast. I just came out with a podcast this week for hacking happiness, about motivation and what motivates me to do the stuff I do. I think it's a really useful podcast to help some people. So go ahead and check out that podcast. That got released this week as well. Been very busy. And I'm getting ready for Study September. Again, you have a chance to win a BLE Shark Nano, a TM Med Plus, three digital ZeroTrace gadgets, ZeroTrace firmwares you can buy, the licenses. So all you got to do is buy a cheap ESP32 and flash the firmware. And now you have a ZeroTrace device of your own. They're donating that. So those are just the vendors right now that confirmed. So we're already ready to go. So even if you lose, you don't win the giveaways, you're still going to win because you're going to learn something in the month of September that it's going to help you probably for the rest of your life. You're going to learn a new skill. You're going to make yourself more valuable. You're going to get a certification. You're doing something positive. You're trading doom scrolling for something positive. And you're not doing it alone. I'm going to be doing study groups. I'll be in the Discord hanging out as I do my Ducky script class, as I do my ham radio studying. We're going to learn and hang out together. So that's the whole point. We're going to grow and learn together as a community. We're going to fight against the norm and make a difference out there. So I'm really excited for that. So I'm excited to learn with you guys. Again, I just bought the Ducky script course in class, so I'll be doing that, and then my ham radio license stuff too. So the ham radio license, technician license, is not really that hard. A lot of it's just common sense anyway. But I want to make a detailed study guide like I started before. I want to finish it so it'll help more people to get the ham radio license, because Meshtastic is great, but you need to have a long distance radio option in your life as well. So, all right, we covered a lot in 82 minutes. It was exciting to see you talking Sasquatch today too. That was cool. Nice to see him in the chat. So, probably gotta join his server again. Yeah, I'm sorry about this week, guys, about all the back and forth, because I'm constantly battling in my head. I got some stuff going on behind the scenes too. I want to be the best I can be for you guys. I want to be, I'm like angry and frustrated the way the world is currently. I want to promote privacy more. I want to get back into those ghost projects. I want to keep making a difference and keep standing up for privacy, and things like that. Still working on the podcasts. I think season 1's at a close for Hacking Happiness. I think I'll take a break from the Hacking Happiness podcast. There's 8 episodes currently about all the stuff I learned in life, and that could help you with mental health and just the struggle in general. I think next season, because I'm currently you pretty much have everything I've learned so far. Right now, I need to learn my biggest thing, and maybe somebody out there can relate to me, is that finding peace with yourself. I'm one of those people that have a hard time accepting compliments. It makes me honestly nauseous when people try to help me, which is not healthy. I don't know what it is, but I got to work on that. So when I figure that out, that'll probably be the next podcast. But it's just something I think I need to figure out on my own. But that's it. It's always learning. It's much more than just gadgets here. We talk about Jesus. We talk about hope. We talk about just learning together as a community, having fun. We're trying to make a positive outlet and having fun. Hacking doesn't need to be evil. We can make it fun, make it customizable. We can promote privacy because, like, honestly, we've given up so much for convenience. Privacy is basically an illusion at this point. You're constantly under surveillance. I don't think it's possible to be private anymore. I think it's too late. But with the cool, we'll see how. I'm really excited to see the Ghost hard drive project. I'm really excited to see if a digital forensic team could extract data from the thing I came up with. So it's not, again, it's just a Tails bootable drive, but I'm using it in a different way. So we'll see how that goes. So before I end tonight, I'll go ahead and look at the chat real quick. I currently don't have any chat up because I'm not connected to anything. YouTube. And I don't know. I got to do a YouTube poll because I don't know. Do I upgrade the live stream studio? Do I do it a very stagnant professional, like you have an overhead shot and that's it? Or do I invest in like some type of like stabilizer with my iPhone? Because God willing, I should be getting the iPhone 17. I currently still have the 14, the broken 14, which I do all my YouTube creation on. My YouTube editing, thumbnails, videos is all on this phone. So I sold the Mac to pay a tax bill. So to tell you where I'm at in my life, but currently all we got is the iPhone, and I think a little microphone that plugs into it. That's how I do all my YouTube videos currently. So you can do it too. If I can do it with my iPhone, you can do it too. You don't need the best equipment. iPhone is working. Android has play. That's a good idea. Keep it the same. Yeah, I kind of think I'm gonna keep it the same, but I think I'm gonna invest in a stabilizer. You know what I mean? Because if I get a stabilizer, you won't get the shakiness, and then I can still be portable. And today, the one thing I did different today is that you're on a tripod stand, so I can just put you down if I wanted to. You know what I mean? So I think I'll invest in that. Yeah, I'll go with the iPhone. I'll just stay with the iPhone. I want to keep it simple, stupid, right? I want to promote that you can also do this stuff if you wanted to. You don't need the latest and greatest equipment. So I need a drink. I got to get better seltzer right now. You know when you get the like variety pack of seltzer and you're down to the flavors you don't really like? I'm drinking ginger ale seltzer. It's so gross. I think my favorite's the coconut and the black cherry one. All right. So again, everybody, what do you think of the BLE logger from ZeroTrace? I think it's really cool. I think that the timing's a little tough because between the tariffs and everything, I think they're going to be sending me one to do testing. My first keylogger is the Diabolic Parasite. So, I mean, I'm kind of spoiled. But the ZeroTrace keylogger, I'm pretty sure you can build yourself. It's accessible. So let's make that point again I've been talking about tonight. You can buy this, and this is a great gadget. But it might be hard to get for some people. And with the tariffs coming, I don't know if they're going to get affected. I don't want to say they're going to affect it and cause a problem. But a lot of these companies are already complaining. They don't know what to do with these tariffs. I think you're going to see a new wave of DIY projects, and ZeroTrace is already ahead of the game because you can build these gadgets yourself. You buy this on Amazon for $2, or at $5. I mean, not $2. I mean, they're dirt cheap. These ESP32s. You can go on AliExpress if you feel risky enough and you want to be adventurous. Go ahead and go on AliExpress. But yeah, you're going to see DIY projects make a big boom because of that. I think that's the next wave. So be on the lookout, and you can say, hey, Ghost, you were right. The DIY project boom is coming, and I think that's it. That and cheap, affordable gadgets. The BLE Shark Nano, ahead of the curve because it's so cheap. And they got a lot of their certifications too, all their overseas. They're even making custom firmware to send it overseas because right now in the UK, you can't send anything that's like a deauthor, has deauthor firmware on it. So they're ahead of the game. They're on top of it. So you're going to see like less people buying expensive stuff because if you throw another tariff on top of something expensive, forget it. I'm wondering if the Wi-Fi pineapple pager is going to be affected. Like, are we going to get an email saying, hey, by the way, you need to spend more money? Or I'm not saying that, but like, what's going to happen with people that want to buy a Wi-Fi pager in the future? If you didn't pre-order with the tariffs and everything going on, is there going to be a problem with that too? If these companies are struggling, I have faith that Hack 5 knows what they're doing, but it's going to be hard to justify big purchases soon because you have another thing slapped on it. Yeah, just the consumer. Everybody's hurt. I don't. It's not helping anybody. It's not. I'm not political. I think the whole political system is just a thing to divide us and keep us divided. So it's not even about politics. It's just I don't understand. I feel bad for Tron. Like, but I've been talking to him. His business is starting up. He's doing great, and then all of a sudden he gets slapped with something like this. Now his products, he has to double his product price just to make ends meet, not to even just like make a profit. Like that. My prediction again is that DIY projects are going to make a boom, and I think that's my big. I think you're going to see that. So I think this YouTube video about making a really cheap, affordable hacking gadget is going to be very important soon. So, and maybe get some of the stuff while you can before it hits you hard. Maybe you should not stock up, but maybe you should buy a couple one of these. Maybe you should buy, because if you don't, I don't know. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but if this stuff keeps going the way it's going, because then you're gonna have what's gonna happen too. You got to think about it. You put a tariff on another country, they're gonna go, oh, whatever, screw you. We're gonna put one. So now that I don't know if this is gonna. I don't know. I don't know. It's disheartening because especially I've seen these companies. They're starting out and they're starting to build traction, and that you're just killing these small businesses. It's not. I don't know. I keep saying that because I just honestly feel bad. I feel bad for Tron. I feel bad for all these companies. They got to adjust to all this garbage. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I bought a Pocket 4 for $140. Whoa, my goodness, that's a lot. Oh yeah, it is already going up, right? Yep, you're right. Yep. GhostStrats, talk on Discord tomorrow. All right, we'll talk. I'll probably check in tonight. Again, I know I said it before. Go ahead and check out Untitled Hacking Company. Go ahead and check out his videos too. Check out Noble Tech. Notorious Squirrel. Love him. He's always good to make you smile and make you laugh. He's a really good guy. Going through the chat here. Red Squirrel, thank you. Oh my God, another squirrel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. See, with that $10, I can buy this device right now. I can buy one of these and build a hacking gadget. So that's why I think these affordable gadgets are going to make a boom soon. So, and that was by accident. It took me a month, I want to say 3 to 4 weeks to get all these T-displays in the studio to do these tests. So, Squirrel for the win. Check out Notorious Squirrel. Yep, yeah, definitely check him out. Support the community, support one another. Again, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. I might not be here forever either. So you understand, like, it's while I have a chance to help people, that's what I'm trying to do. And I want, I'm not doing it. I don't expect anything in return. But if anything, I want you to do the same for somebody else. Go out of your way to help somebody. Be there for somebody that needs you to be there. Just be a listening ear. Sometimes people just need to hear something positive and just for you to listen and not to feel alone. I mean, just if somebody feels listened to, like, that really makes a difference sometimes. They probably already know the answer they need, like, to help fix them, but they just need somebody to vent to sometimes. So we're all human. We're all in this race together. We're all just trying to survive. So we're just trying to make it in this crazy world, right? I need to clean this studio. I'm like embarrassed. It's so bad. Like my issue, I start something and I move on to something else, and I'll start something and move on to something else. Like, I need to finish stuff. Oh man. All right. You guys have a great night. Again, go check out the Hacking Happiness podcasts. Make sure you get all your materials. You only have a couple days left of August. Please join us on Study September. We have prizes. We're going to be learning together. I'm going to be studying for the Ducky Script certification, so I can learn how to make custom themes and know the Ducky Script code inside and out. They study for my ham radio tech license, survival gadgets. Go ahead, check out the channel for blackout stuff, all the important things. Mental health, Jesus, love, kindness, helping one another, learning tech, learning hacking and pen testing in a constructive, fun way. Go ahead and check out everything. I think I don't know if any of my gaming friends are in here, but I think I'll be playing some Battlefield on Twitch in a little while, maybe, depending if the kids are sleeping or not. But you all have a good night. Thank you all for coming. This was a great live stream. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have. And again, shout out to even Talking Sasquatch for stopping into the live stream today. That was really cool to see someone like him coming in here. So, and all you guys are great. You guys are making great content out there. I love seeing the difference that we're making all around. John, I love you. I love John. Thank you so much, John. Big shout out to you for helping in the Discord lately. I've been going through a lot and trying. The Discord's just been crazy hard to keep organized lately. Thank you very much, John, for all your support this week and helping me out with that stuff. I gotta slow down because I'm getting overwhelmed again. I'm noticing it, so appreciate you, John. Thank you. You guys have a great night, and do me a favor, as always, remember, safety is an illusion.